Backstreet Back. Good morning, everyone. Let's go. All right, let's see. Let's see what we should review today. Let's see. Let's start with poor man's. We're gonna move around today. We're gonna go to a couple of different people.
Rich, you like to say that you didn't work for Cassidy Transit, right? That you don't.
Oh,
This
Richie
vehicle,
boy.
we plainly see you get in the vehicle and drive off. So, what are your lies, Bubba? It's nice to catch you in them still. So, ready? Ready? Wait for the next clip.
Rich,
Right,
why
I
you
know.
always lie?
I work for a gas station, and I work for, what is it, a delivery company for, soda and stuff.
Why you always lying?
Yeah, he's not yelling, that's what he does, he types in caps because he can't see well. I don't know who this Leo is. Mm-hmm. Same old crap, different day.
Matthew.
Always got somebody that got to come in here and
I'm
stuff.
actually gonna look at some of your videos next, Matthew. I was just looking through your live from last night. I apologize that I missed it. Had a long work day yesterday, and fucking when I came home, I just passed
Crap,
out.
Dan. That's the problem, you know? Well, I said I work for a gas station, and I work for, a company that delivers soda to convenience stores.
No, you don't.
That's
You're a
it.
liar.
It's none of their business who it is.
I just called and left a message before I started my live with Cassidy Transit. Yeah, I was fucking beat, man. Taking these winters off really fucked me up.
No, I wasn't driving a van. I have a Jeep.
Look how poor man's. He's got 3 angles going here. I love it.
No, I wasn't driving a van. I have a Jeep.
No, you were driving a van. It's right there. Look. Look at the van. Number 135. Not good, Rich. Not good. This is all this guy. I already like that. Rich, that's all he does is a lying fucking mutt. Dude, they catch every one of these guys. They get the small shit. Like, I would have never even noticed this. This would have went right over me. See, because I'm not really paying attention to the details of things. I'm more or less just talking shit all the time. See, Austin, he takes the time and he sits and he watches the videos and he picks out these things. Like, I don't even know how this got by me, but it did. But that's what's good about being part of a team, you know what I mean? You don't. Everybody does their part, and bada bing, bada boom. This prick's canceled. No, they don't, man. They don't miss a fucking thing. I can hear the old man upstairs looking for that Uncle Brian video. Yeah, I guess so. He's I don't know, maybe he's back in the sandbox. You know, all this shit that's going on right now in the world. I wouldn't be surprised if they brought him back. Okay, so this is this one. I'm gonna do Matt, and then I'm gonna do Gibby. Let's see what's going on. Let's get caught up.
Yeah, well, we just did a live stream. I had a few people in. We had like 9 people in. Jinxie stopped by. So this is for the people that either can't see for some reason or didn't stop by. So yeah, I'm still sick as hell. But I got it all together. The wheel well's in there. I straightened up the rad support as best as I could. The hood, you know, I got a ratchet strap holding the hood down because whoever had the car before me destroyed the rad support where the latch goes. It's all bent up. Until I get a new hood and a new rad support, I'm probably just gonna get some hood pins for now. So I got a new nose panel coming. I just gotta save up some more money. The lower panel there, I'm gonna try to straighten out. I have it in the garage. I think my parts guy has one of those. I could buy one of those, but it's all money.
That's all it is, man. It's money,
yeah.
money.
You know, a lot of people would say to me, because just lining up this gap right here took me like an hour. And I got it pretty much mint. A lot of people would say to me, well, you gotta take all that shit back off. You're gonna put a new hood on it, and a new rad support, and a new nose. And you're right. I'm also gonna get 2 new wheel wells too, because these ones, at least this one that I had off, is not in the greatest of shape. But ideally, like I said on the live stream, this summer I want to get the floors all shored up, get some new subframe bushings in, and get it to where I just have to do the rear quarters, right? Get everything underneath the car shored up, and by then it should be getting into winter again. And at that point, I can use the garage, and I'll do the fenders in the garage, and I don't care how ratty it is, you know what I mean? I'll bolt these seats down, I'll get a cluster, I'll bolt that, I'll finish bolting in that dash. I'll drive it without a frickin' interior in it. I'll spray bomb it black, and I want to drive this thing next summer. I'm impatient, boys. That's what it is. That's what it all boils down to. I'm just impatient. The 350 that's in it still runs really good.
No, I haven't, Matt.
I still gotta map out some things on that 400. Like I gotta buy another set of heads, and then my parts guy has those, but I'm gonna have to have those. A new set of valves and everything.
That's why I figured I would do these videos today, so I could kind of get caught up.
They're 100cc heads. It's not gonna be the
Busy.
compression I
Good
need.
morning.
Kind of sucks because if I didn't care about
I got up early this morning and I watched a few people's videos. I watched the basement fire. Matt here, I watched some of you live from last night.
more power,
George Gibby's stuff.
bolt those on and I'd be all set. But then I'd
Block one,
probably
let's
have
go.
the same amount of power, maybe a little bit more than what this thing makes. What's the sense of putting a 400 in if it's not gonna perform any better than what I have in it? So I'm gonna get the smaller CC heads. I'm gonna bump the compression up to 9-to-1.
Oh boy, here we go.
Probably get up over 400 horsepower.
Let's go.
And at that point, then hopefully I'll have amassed some more parts, and I'll be able to take this all back apart and do it right. But yeah, that other motor isn't going in here until it's like one of the last things. I say that now, but then I'll drive it next summer and I'll be like, it's good, so just throw it in there. But
Matt, who are you kidding?
Yeah.
You'll have that thing driving this
walk
summer.
around. I hate the fact that it's all multicolored.
Yeah, I don't.
But I don't know if you guys saw. I got this all straightened out because these were all discombobulated.
And those lines don't look bad at all.
This panel here, there's more left to it than I thought was originally there. It looks like it's been fixed a few times before, but I may attempt to get some fiberglass cloth and maybe fix that for now. But I'm still on the hunt for one of those. But yeah, there's a little dent in the bottom of this fender I gotta fix. But that's all. It's all gonna be on its final form. I gotta give it a real paint job, and I gotta find all the trim for around the windows and shit, and that's gonna take a lot of time. I don't want to wait. I'll drive it as a rat box. I'm not afraid. But, I'll be down tomorrow. I got a couple brake jobs coming up. I don't know if parts are showing up yet, but if I don't have any parts show up, we'll probably work on straightening out that panel for down there. If anyone's local to Massachusetts, like Southeast Massachusetts, and you have some 15-inch tires on some wheels, 5-lug GM, I would really love to get this thing off of jack stands, because these tires do not hold air. The rim's cracked, and it leaks all the way around the rim on these tires. And then on the back side of this tire, there's a big huge gouge out of it where it sat flat for years, and it split the tire. So I have two 15-inch rims in my basement at home. If I could find two 15-inch tires, rollers, they don't have to be nice. But yeah, anybody's got any, let me know. Until next time. Yeah, well, we just did a live stream. Alright, guys. Here's what I've been talking about all day. I was gonna do a live, but I don't have time. I got other places to be. I just squeezed this into my day. So what we have here is a Pontiac 400 from a 71 or 72 GTO. Ford 30 over. When I do about a video, I'll roll it over. The whole bottom end of this is brand spanking new. All I need to do is get a cam and lifters. Yeah, the crank's been machined.
Man, it sounds like you got the same head cold that's been going around here for like the last month. That's pretty badass, though.
There's machining numbers on the crank and on the front of the block there. What else we got? We got an Edelbrock intake manifold that come with it. It's an ugly color of yellow that will not be staying like that. Got the oil pan for it and the valley pan. And
Is that a talker intake?
6X heads.
Edelbrock talker?
Look at that.
Oh.
6X heads. All new valves. Valve guides. We got some guides for the push rods. Flip one of these up.
Ah, man, same thing going on up here, though.
She's been ran. You know, she's been ran. It's not brand new, but yeah. 1,100 bucks. It was 1,000, but I gave him an extra 100 for that engine stand because I didn't have one.
Fuck yeah, man.
So, yep, that's the big news. That's the big surprise. 400, what 30 over. All brand new bottom end, nodular crank. You can see the N on the crank. I saw it earlier. Roll it back over. When I get a cam, I may have to put new cam bearings in it. He tells me that I should be fine to just clean this deck surface up and just run it. But I don't know. I might bring it somewhere and have somebody just run it across real quick. But she'll run. She'll run.
Fuck yeah, he is.
She will run. So yeah. Alright, so I gotta gather my shit and get my ass out of here before my girlfriend kills me.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear your comments and what you guys think, and I don't know. I'll talk to you guys later.
Fucking badass setup you got going on there, bud. Oh, what's this?
Okay, so here's a short video on the
Wow, look at this. Now we're getting involved. We're actually writing shit down. I've never seen Barry do this. Or Fatboy 220, other than his fire in order, but even that he had wrong.
coding the numbers on my car. So I got part of the VIN blocked because that's always a good thing to do. Without giving anybody a full VIN number of your car. So the first digit 2 stands for Pontiac in 1971. The next 2 digits signify Firebird. The next 2 digits 87 signify 2-door. The 1 is the model year, and the N is the Norwood plant. And the next series of numbers, 1001 and over, is V8 cars. I've found out, which is what my car is, 1001. And 6001 and over is V6 cars. And like a body number. So that's that. Now it's the fender tag. So the first digits 71 of the model year. The next two, actually the first one, 2 is Pontiac. The next one, 2 is Firebird. The next digit, 3 is Firebird again. It could be Firebird, Esprit, Trans Am, or Formula. It would be a different number if it was a Trans Am or a Formula or an Esprit. This car is actually a more base model than a Firebird, I guess. 87 signifies 2-door. NOR is the Norwood Assembly Plant. It's body unit number. So the next line, TR, and then 209 stands for Black Standard Vinyl Interior,
Oh, mate.
which is good. Not too many black interior cars around, right? 53 is the paint number. It was originally Quasar Gold. Will not be Quasar Gold anymore. The little bits of it that are left on the car look horrible. Moving on. This one I'm confused on. I'm pretty sure it signifies the black vinyl top that it had on it. But it doesn't. On the decoder I looked up, it should be 2 for black, I believe, and not B. It doesn't have a letter in the decoder, so I'm not sure if I'm right on that one, but it did have a black vinyl top on it. So I imagine that's what that signifies. And then the last digits on the bottom are the build week and month. So it was built June, the 3rd week.
I'll tell you guys, I'm lost. Ryder went with Liam this weekend to his grandmother's house, and I keep looking down for my little buddy, but he isn't here.
June 1971. So it's a little more information I found out about the car. I was talking to some people online. I posted up the
Good
numbers
morning.
off the engine I got. It does have the original 1971 350 in it. Somebody must have put a 4-barrel intake on it at some point, and I could tell that the transmission was installed at a later time because there's a kickdown cable that isn't even installed anymore. Whoever installed that transmission just chucked it in there, it looks like.
Exactly did.
The kickdown cable's cut off and just hanging right next to the transmission. Turbo 400 doesn't have a kickdown cable. It's got a vacuum modulator. The transmission lines are all haphazardly put in and shit. So I imagine shortly before it got whacked, it got that transmission and then it got whacked. And whoever had it before just gave up on it at that point with the floors and everything the way they probably were. Because somebody zip screwed in a bunch of bullshit in my front floor
Yeah,
panels
right.
that I got to rip out and fix. But in any event, it's my problem now, not theirs. And I'm still not sure about the rear end being factory. With this thing being such a base model car, I doubt it would have had a posi unit in it from the factory, so that's probably another upgrade. So I think the only original part of the drivetrain I got left is the engine, which, if this deal I got going on works out, it won't be in there much longer. It'll have a 400 in it.
Yeah, buddy.
But that's what I found out so far. Try to get another video in next time I go down.
Hell yeah, man. Let's do one. We'll bang out one more for you. Oh, what's this, Marco?
So I just shut it off, right? Let's see if it'll,
I've never seen this.
so I just shut it off, right? Let's see if it'll restart on its own.
Oh boy, here we go. Is it gonna start? Wow. Look at that.
Would you look at that?
No
That thing
shit.
probably ain't ran in fucking 30 years, probably. Listen to that fucking thing.
Wow, that doesn't sound bad at
Yeah.
all, boys.
I fucking love it. I don't know if I showed you guys this. These are the seats that I got. They're not much to look at, but those seat frames are worth a bunch of money.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And then, as you can see, I got a lot of work to do, but
Well, he puts that 400 in
just
it.
that. And I also, someone's been doing some shit here. I'm gonna have to fix this.
That
I'm
doesn't
willing
sound
to do
bad
it
at all.
to have my dream car. You know, certain people like, you know, like a Java 220 and a Barry Dreamer. You know, that they wouldn't understand, you know, actually putting time in and getting something going.
Yeah, Matt, did you pour any Bonanni in that? Was that the trick? Is that how you got it done?
And you know the feeling you get from it when you actually get it going and it works right. Like yeah, you know I'm not using a key to start this thing up, but I don't have toggle switches everywhere. I got the original ignition switch that I'm starting it from, with all the original wiring that hasn't been touched in this thing. You know, ain't no toggle switches on this car. Now another thing I noticed too. This is very old too. This MSD box, this coil, and that distributor all came as a package. See where the coil wire is on that? That's supposed to be an HEI distributor. The coil's supposed to be on top. Well, on this it's not. It's just a cap. That coil wire actually comes all the way over and goes to this older style coil. Because this car originally would have had a points distributor on it. And then the wiring goes directly to the MSD box. And that's basically its ignition system. I think what I'm going to do is I'll probably keep the MSD box. But what I'll do is I'll get rid of the coil and put a regular HEI cap with the coil inside of it. And get rid of this shit up here. But yeah, Barry Beamer and Rich 220, eat your heart out.
I love it. I fucking love it. I love it. Let's see all the tools.
I was just seeing what you were doing.
Progress. So far, fender off. Sick of looking at it. I got a new one I gotta pick up. He was busy today, I couldn't pick it up today. We straightened this out. This doesn't look so ridiculous anymore. That's all lined up. And yeah. I got into the core support. For now, I'm just gonna straighten it out. Eventually, I'll have to put a core support in it. I'm still hopeful that I can straighten this out a little bit more. If not, parts guy has one. I'll just have to save up some more money. The lower valance, that's torn up, but I might be able to do something with that too. I just gotta get it all the way off the car. And then, yeah. I gotta put the tarp over it because it's gonna be open for a little while. I don't know when I'm gonna get the fender, but this is update what's going on so far.
All right. Let me see. Again, guys, Matthew Decker. Go check him out. He's got some good shit going on over there. Now, let me see. This is George Gibby. Now, after watching some of these videos, especially his older videos, I think I might know this person. I think I'm a little bit older than this person is, but
of the axle here, I'm gonna make. Well, here it is. Got the trailer home. She didn't back up the end of the driveway too nice. She did some plowing. So
Morning,
take the backhoe and clean out the end of the fucking driveway so I can back this up. But she's home, so I'm gonna have to take the needler to it, clean off all the scale, take all these fucking stickers off, you know, make it look good so it's professional. We gotta cut these boxes off, and I'm gonna add another box, but back in here. So of the axle here, I'm gonna make a platform so I can mount my air compressor and a generator, and I'll have to put an air hose reel somewhere on here, but she definitely needs some needling and descaling and, you know, maybe some welding, but it's not too bad for $4,200. These trailers are going, you know, $8,000 and plus new. This is a 2010. I picked it up out of Walden, New York. So it was a good 500-mile ride. I cut that winch off, probably put it on the inside, but we shall see. The old 6.2, the old two-wheel drive, but come down here to the end of the driveway and can see where I definitely tore it up. So, gonna have to probably raise the end of the driveway and lower all this and lower it out so I can back up and in, but you know,
you guys are hilarious.
it's a learning experience, right? Trying to start a business, got a trailer, do mobile undercoating. You know, you gotta start somewhere. Can't be scared. You sit around and you talk about it and you don't do it, well, it'll never happen. So
I really believe this kid's on to something with this business here. And I wish him nothing but the greatest of successes. But I'll tell you, I really got a feeling he's gonna do good with that business.
the rain stopped now, so I'll probably grab the grinder and start cutting these boxes off, get rid of those, and start peeling these fucking stickers off. And the wiring's fucked up, and I'm gonna add some little peanut marker lights going down the whole trailer. So I've got some work cut up ahead of us, but we will we just gotta make it happen. So there we go.
Looks like you got some.
Well, we sent away for a new Action Pro fucking camera, so it doesn't look like we take videos on a potato no more. And there she is. She looks pretty good, and sent away for all different kinds of mounts. You know, the handheld mount and the waterproof mount, and you know, all different kinds of mounts. Such a cup mount, and you know, we're gonna do some different videos with the channel, and you know, do some different things, and you know, the way she fucking goes, boys. So yeah, be some things coming, but you know, mostly working on the trailer and some truck things, and hopefully when the springtime hits, there's some motorcycle things. You know, we'll see, and we'll have to learn on our you know, video editing skills, but you know, fucking way she goes. Drink beer, don't care. Well,
The way she fucking goes. And he's got some older videos here too. Oh, that'll get you going in the morning. So George Gibby at the Fords for Life. Go check him out. Another great guy. Let me see what else we got here. This is Guns and Gears. Is that a fart? Oh! What the fuck?
Jerry! Oh, Jerry! Okay, talking about throat clap. We're going to talk about throat clap, okay? At the last job, I was there for a long ass time, but we had a technician. He wasn't there 3 months, maybe 90 days, and he would constantly call in sick. I mean, I'm talking
44 Magnum tractor.
There we go.
See if I can hit it. Missed. Son of a bitch. Got it. Oh shit. Fuck you, Richard Petty. Your shit froze solid.
You got more balls than I do, man.
44
Holy
Magnum
shit.
tractor. See if they'll. See if I can hit it. Missed. Son of a bitch. Got it. Oh shit.
Yeah, they are, man. Hey, look, there's one of the shells for one right there.
Ready? Your shit froze solid. 44 Magnum tractor.
That's got some hitting power right there.
See if I can hit it.
He's out of his fucking mind, dude.
Missed. Son of a bitch. Got it.
Yeah, that's one hell of a. Let's see. Oh, this. Listen to this. Listen to this thing. Wait a minute. Is that the one?
44 Magnum tractor. See.
Don, good morning. Listen to that. Oh, I love that. Good morning, Classic. Yeah, that's badass. He's got, I thought, I could have sworn there was another video. Yeah, listen to that. You think she's got a little cam work in her, boys? That's fucking sweet. That thing is fucking sweet. What else has he got here? Oh, check this shit out.
Hey, what's going on? Did you know, I know how fast you're going? The truck in front of me right there? 77 miles per hour. Hey, what's going on? Did you know, I know. Been shot 5 times. I don't know what to say about him.
Wow.
And that's at least 100 yards. Jerry! Okay!
Okay, so that's Guns and Gears. Go check him out. He's got a bunch of shit on there too. Let me see what else we got here. Trying to do things a little differently today. Got a sex change. Let me see. Facebook this morning. What's going on with my buddy Jinx? What the fuck is going on with my buddy Jinx?
Okay.
I don't think we did. Did we do the
Okay,
part
I
two?
don't know if we can see it.
Let's do part two.
Okay, I don't know if we can see it. Way the hell out there.
Then we got a
Can
new
you see
Barry
that?
video to review,
In the
folks.
middle of the screen. That is the power tower in Alpine. Can you see it? Just barely. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we've been there before, ain't we, guys? Okay, well, this is part 2. And, I'm going to turn my zoom up. And this is the part of the adventure that I'm not really sure where we're at. I mean, I know where we're at, but I'm not sure about the area that we're looking for. I'm not sure where it's at, but it's not far. Somewhere in this vicinity.
Jinx, I got a question. You carry a gun in that truck when you go out on these fucking expeditions out in the middle of
Last time I
nowhere?
remember, it's pretty easy to spot out. Now you gotta think, I ain't been up in these areas in like 20 years.
Yeah.
And I've lived here all my life. It's sad. But see, that just goes right back to the littering, people. Clean up after yourself, please. Please clean up after yourself, because I love going out here and driving these old back roads. See, I grew up back here, and it breaks my heart when I see people littering. You know, just like that bag of corn, man. That's unacceptable. I mean, I have no problem with deer hunters. I love deer meat. Oh my God. I guess what the people up north would call venison, or the people outside of Arkansas would call it venison. Yeah, well, we call it deer meat here in Arkansas because we don't know no better. Beautiful, beautiful country.
I'd like to see fucking Rich shoot that 44 Magnum with one hand. Probably blow out his hand and hit him in the head.
Checked everything out. Oh yeah, we're still doing good. Big blood pressure. Oh yeah. That's my RPM. We're doing good. We're doing good in the hood.
Yeah, the only reason why I asked about if you pack out there is because God forbid you break down. There's got to be a shitload of wildlife out there.
Yeah, let's off to another road.
I'm sure there's some things out there that'll eat
Oh
you.
no, man. I'm gonna keep going straight because hey, you know what? If we don't find what we're looking for,
Yeah, I know, right? It'd be out of,
I've been out of shit about it.
that's a good one.
Yeah, I don't have a radio in here, guys. But I can see how level we are.
He's even got a level in the fucking truck.
Because that's what's important.
What the fuck? Wait a minute, Jenks. Let me back that up for a second. Did he got a level
Yeah, I
on
don't have a radio in here, guys. But I can see how level we are.
it?
Right. Because that's what's important.
Good morning, Jason. Yeah, the mountain lions. That's fucking hilarious, dude. That was awesome.
I'm pretty sure I'm getting to where I'm supposed to be. Which is good. I say that.
Jason, good morning. Oh, you guys are a hoot. You guys are fucking, you guys rock. I ain't got a radio, but I got a lamp. Oh, that was fucking awesome. I'd love to go down there for like a weekend or a week.
This is starting to look like the area we need to be in. Like I said, forgive me, I haven't been up this way in so long. I know we're
Bring the trailer up there,
I'm not real sure.
set up on the side of the road, fire up the inverter. Well, I don't know. It looks like. Yeah, fuck it. That's the whole point, Jinx. I want to get away from all that shit. I don't know if we'll be able to pull the trailer out there. They'll probably end up ripping one of the fucking tanks out. Yeah, that's out in the sticks for sure. You can scream as loud as you want out there, boys. Ain't gonna do you no good. Dirt bike or a four-wheeler would be sick, but I don't know. Ever since I was a kid and my friend got fucking decapitated riding his four-wheeler in Salem, a guy put a fucking steel wire up tree to tree. He was only 12 years old. Took his fucking head right off.
I don't know if we're getting close or not, guys. I really don't. I may have done steered up in the wrong direction. If that's the case, I'm going to have to get off of here and check my map. If I have any service out here. I don't know if I have any service out here. Anyway, we'll get up here to the top of this little whatever, and I don't know, man. I know we can't be too far from it. Well, I'm not sure of anything. Yeah, pretty.
One of my buddies got his neck cut bad. Ah, no shit, classic, huh? Yeah, this guy. See, what happened was my friend, I went to school with him. I think he was like, I think we were like 12 years old. But anyways, we used to go, he had a couple of four-wheelers. He had a dirt bike and shit. But anyways, one of his neighbors, he'd had a bunch of, well, it wasn't him, it was his father that had problems with the guy. And long story short, the guy decided to put up one of those steel fucking piano wires, or whatever the fuck you call it. And he put it at neck level. And, yeah, it was bad. It was a fucking mess.
Sure, ain't that way. Okay, look, I'm gonna get up here for a minute, and I'm pretty sure this thing's ready to go. Alright, I'm gonna have to turn around and go back to you. Alright, I'll meet back up with y'all in the next one.
Yeah. Let's see some traffic. We'll clip on here for a minute. Oh, fuck yeah, Matt. Absolutely. I don't know if he was completely, I don't know if his head was completely taken off, but I know that he died like instantly.
Hey,
It was
Bruce,
bad.
what's up, man? Man, I'm just sitting out here in the nice sunshine. I figured I'd go live and share this beautiful day with you for a little while. Back from the dock. Hey, yeah, I seen that, man. How'd that go?
What do you got, your radar gun out there, Jinx? You getting ready to pull someone over?
Traffic pretty slow right now, man. It was pretty heavy. Just a little bit. I figured I'd have a little
They just sit
same
and
old.
watch traffic. Hey,
Man, I had a buddy that went through. Well, he was supposed to go through that, and he got it through his head that he didn't need it, and there was nothing wrong with him. And yeah, at least you're going. Hey, at least you're staying on top of it, man. My buddy, he felt like he didn't need it, and of course he ain't around with us anymore. Yeah, that's nothing to play with.
hey, dude!
See if I can make this a little more.
Hey, dude! Are you a stupid motherfucker or what?
Yeah, probably about time. But that's good they stay on top of it, Bruce.
That'd be
good.
another good idea for a shirt. Hey, dude! Hey, don't start talking about my Rocky Dennis. Down in the basement making pens.
Give me the man, yeah.
Got a rocky
Give me
relationship.
your butt, Charles. Oh yeah, always something with them.
What do we got in the
Always
kitty?
something. Now I don't know any of them to really cure anything. But I mean, you gotta go to them. And
It's just
whatever else
another
you
empty
got.
bag Saturday morning, boys. We're negative in the kitty this morning. You know, that fucking Tony Pizza, he kills me. I've been watching him the last couple of nights, you know, in between here and there, you know, when I'm taking a fucking Brian. And it's hilarious, dude. Him telling people, if you all just donate $1, all I need is $80 a day. I just need $80 a day. Like, some of these people are fucked. And the fucked up part is people send the money. $1. Just $1.
Oh my goodness. Consider it former cancer. Man, that sucks. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
they make up a lot of
absolutely,
shit
man.
and they make a lot of bad calls.
That's another thing. You can see in some of his videos where he's jonesing.
He's been misdiagnosed, and well, he just had to go. I don't know all the full details, but
Yeah,
he just had to
exactly.
go through a surgery
Classic,
over
exactly.
over a hernia that's been overlooked for no telling how long. You know,
Who's got a hernia?
it's like these doctors, man. There's no such thing as a second opinion. Going in and well, let's see what's causing this. No, let's just get him hooked on these drugs, and yeah, man, it's pathetic. It really is. Like I said, I haven't seen a doctor really cure anything. I mean, I don't consider giving medication as a cure. That's just, you know, especially with all the side effects that go along with it. Oh, here we go. What is with this thing?
So we've had 2 cars go by in 6 minutes.
Oh, we'll see. Yeah. Well,
I love it.
my buddy. He had a friend who he had I forgot about
Jason, I don't think blow exists anymore. I just think it's
yeah, he was
fentanyl.
going through that treatment and everything. Well, he gave up the treatment because it was, you know, well, it's just making me sick, So, and he got to reading this thing and some
Here Dizzy goes.
about
We'll
that
start.
kratom. I
You
think
want to
that's
come
what
on
it
my
is,
show,
kratom,
Dizzy?
whatever's, yeah.
You want to
And,
come on my show and run your
anyway,
cocksucker?
so, yeah, he was telling everybody, oh, I feel so much better. I think this is curing me. And let me see. The last conversation I had with him at my buddy's house before he passed, you know, not even a month or so after, was him telling us that, oh, he beat it with this, you know, with that kratom and everything, and he beat cancer, and he was cancer free. And then 2 weeks later, they found him dead. So, yeah, man, that's.
So wait a
I don't
minute,
know,
Jinx. You
it's-
got.
You know, what do you do?
What do you have, a hernia? Is that what I'm
You know, just
gathering?
hope and pray that you find a doctor that's in it, you know, for your better health. You know, instead of making the money. That's you know, that's what is so crooked, man. And it's money. Money is the root of all. Is money, and power. But I mean, with all the money,
I got
you know,
my
you got the
first
power,
10
and with all the power,
check.
of course you're gonna have the money. It just sucks. I'm just going on. I'm not here to solve problems. I'm here just watching traffic go by. Greed. Exactly. Greed. It's the number one, man. Everything goes. I mean, supposed to, yeah. Yeah, supposed to get some storms.
That's one thing I gotta say about up here. Anybody that's in this area, whether it be, you know, Matthew, we are so lucky to have the hospitals and doctors we have in Boston, because they are without a doubt the best in the country. I would almost go as far as to say almost probably top in the world, depending on what your ailment is.
Tomorrow, I think they're calling for some. Tomorrow and Saturday. What is tomorrow? Friday? Yeah, Saturday. I think they're supposed to get them. Last time I checked. Now that was last night.
Right? Like
I'll probably go get a copyright strike, but you can hear this wonderful music station on your browser, on your computer, or on your phone. I got this on my phone, and I'm kind of advocating for them because it's an awesome station, not because they pay me. They don't even know it exists. But it's called ArkansasRocks.com, and man, it's like they play some awesome music. They got radio stations here, but my local station got hit by lightning. Oh, here we go.
whoa!
Man, deadheaded.
3 trucks in 9 minutes. Winning!
Hey, just go pick up another load. He ain't deadheaded. Picking up another load. Who knows, yeah.
Yep. Boston.
But you know, here lately, the way they've been calling them, it's the storms. It's the storms that they say, is it going to produce anything? Those are the ones that have been just, you know, something else around here. The ones where they say, oh, expect tornadoes, expect this, expect that. You know, we get a little bit of.
It's the same thing with meth.
Rain from it. I mean, it's just
What they've done to that.
Stacks, though, yeah, yeah, for real.
I just don't understand the fentanyl. I don't understand the thought process behind that. Why would you want to kill the customers?
That's how they do around here, though.
And she was still able to have 2 kids. No shit, man.
I don't know what the reasoning is. I used to sell.
That's awesome to hear.
I used to sell forestry equipment parts long, like up until about 10 years ago, until shit went south for me. But no, I used to know why. The different log bunks that they use, and a lot of it I think has to do with weight. Oh yeah, spring storms. Oh man, hey, I tell you what though, I see back around March 1st of 1997, we had a really, really bad. Actually, there's I think they counted like 7 tornadoes, and one of them just ripped up Clark County. I mean, ripped up Arkadelphia, ripped it up to smithereens. And to this day, man, like around this time of year, the sky starts getting a little dark and starts clouding up. People freak the hell out. There we go. Woo-hoo.
Winning.
Hey, you go the wrong way. Oh, he's dead-headed. He's dead-headed. Hey, you lost your trailer. It's so nice out here. I ain't got no neighbors. I can yell. Oh, I can yell. I ain't gonna bug nobody. And flipping and go. Man, if I look hard enough, I probably got relatives there too. I've got relatives in Missouri. I've got relatives in California. I've got relatives all over Arkansas. Matter of fact, if I drive like 15 miles up the road that way, I'll run into a whole bunch of people that I'm related to, and I'm just well off not knowing.
Saskatchewan, eh? Oh, Canada.
Okay. I'll probably still be here, Bruce.
Rocky Gunners.
Oh shit.
Check the kitty. Come on, listen. You motherfuckers better start donating or I'm pulling wrenches. This is bullshit.
I fixed my Wi-Fi, so
This
I
is
got Wi-Fi
fucking
all in my
bullshit.
yard.
What do we got? 12 people watching? Okay, so 12 if you all donate, I don't know, $10, we'll be doing all right. Pulling wrenches today, boys. Pulling wrenches.
Yeah, see, I got this routed up.
Barry Beeman would be like, that's the biggest
That'd be
piece
great
of
to
shit
see
I've
that
ever
on.
seen.
I really want to drive it. This thing is.
Where'd you get
Pretty
that
heavy.
thing, dude? You bought that in a gravel, a sand
Well,
pit?
North when I do that too. Probably not good.
Yeah, I'd like to.
This is when I'm making all the music.
Nights in white satin. You got any fucking mushrooms to go with that?
Phone's all busted.
Holy shit! Hey,
I'm
dude!
gonna get
What the
copyright
fuck
struck
happened to your
for
phone?
this.
Gummies, huh?
Oh man, oh man.
Yes, I love you.
There we go. Oh yeah. There we go.
Fucking load of logs, boys. Hold on a minute, guys. I'm gonna throw some green slime at the fucking TV. You're gonna hear it go flop. Dripping. And I'm gonna fucking get some in my hand and whip it at the screen. Yeah, put slow on one cheek and then put down on the other. Nights in white satin. This is like watching grass grow. I could see an ant giving you the finger. Hey, dude, I need some fucking scallops. Wait, good morning.
My oh my.
Okay, so we got the gist of that. Jinx, awesome videos, guys. You already know. If you haven't checked them out, go check them out. Okay. The fucking mutt. Just when you think, look at these views. Let's see, thermal quad. Well, please subscribe. Please. We need you.
We are going to Mexico City so we can rediscover our roots.
At the Four Seasons. You
Hi guys, Dean Russ on Garage Back, and you're with us again on the 73 Superior Coach motorhome with its 440 removal.
Yeah, Jinx, you got some.
We're going to change it up a little bit. We're going to take off the thermo carburetor. You don't need a lot of tools to do this. You really don't. Got a little bit of water in this from the last time we
He must
used
be
it.
using his Obama phone because it's
So we got a 40-piece set, probably larger than that. It's 90-piece set, Hart, Walmart, quarter-inch and 3/8 drive, and then we got another quarter-inch drive set, metric. Got some standard wrenches. We got a flathead screwdriver and a small little pair of dikes, which is wire cutters. In case you guys don't know that
Bruce,
slang.
good morning.
Wire cutters, dikes, yeah. So we're going to remove the carburetor. So here we go. We start off with a Duralast ratchet wrench happens dry.
My dad brought up a great point. Now listen to him when he's taking these bolts out. Listen to the way he fucking groans. Like as if, you know, he's just a joke.
Take off the fuel on it.
Oh, you can't.
A little strip or something.
Cut that motherfucker, dude. What are you doing?
Very good. Almost like it's a 13 or
Oh,
something.
God.
I'd say somebody's had this off before.
You think?
That's not the first time it's been off.
Yeah.
It's back
Cut the motherfucker.
off right here.
Oh, good morning.
So taking a carburetor off of one of these is usually one of the easiest things to do. Usually. Not all the time, but get something lay across the back of this for my knee.
Since the weather's been nice, I think today, Diz, I'm gonna go over and get the little go-kart and bring it over.
You gotta kneel down and get
Bring
to
it
this.
to the
'Cause
house.
this is the floor of this motorhome, and inside you're standing on top of the floor. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna pull all the linkage here off. We're gonna remove the little clip here.
Look at this now.
A little
Look,
clip.
he saves every pin and every little, like, what
Remove
the
the
fuck?
throttle. Remove the cruise control. Take the spring off here.
You know, how come there's no video of him taking out
Return
the,
spring.
you know,
There's another clip right there.
oh, look at the bug bites on his arm. That's disgusting.
Should have a pair of needle nose, but I didn't find mine in a pinch, so I grabbed Paradise. And that little clip.
I'd love to see the video of him trying to pick this out with a
Two clips and
cherry picker.
two for.
I hope he makes a video of that, but you know he
Just
won't.
gonna have to go to. This wants to be difficult. Here we go. Third clip.
Keep that.
This is the kickdown linkage here that I just took off.
Wow. Look, he's out
Okay,
there
so
in
the
his
throttle's
fucking.
unhooked, kickdown lead's unhooked.
He's out
cruise
there in his
control's
Scooby Doo
Spring
pants.
cable for the throttle return spring's unhooked.
Again, Barry, put the fucking camera in one spot so we can see everything. We want to watch you with your fucking tongue hanging out of your mouth.
Little clamp right there. That's kind of a pain in the ass, especially the little pair of tights. Would have been nothing, but I brought the big pair, but I didn't read the big pair. I proved I can do it with the little pair.
Yeah, did you? You haven't proved shit other than all you can do is run them fucking, that toothless fucking, pull that off. Oh. Ah.
Screwdriver probably. Doctor's order in here for this. Sorry I'm not getting a shot for you guys. It's real tedious when you're by yourself.
Yeah, I know. Really?
Okay,
We just watched a couple of guys that are working on their shit and they're doing it all by themselves.
And so pull off don't look like it's doing much or nothing. There's a vacuum line going to it.
Imagine what it must sound like when he's going at it on the old boy.
And off. Another vacuum line up front. There's that. Let's see what we're gonna have here. See, wrench, isn't it? Feeder a half or 7/16. Let's see what it is.
Fuck yeah, Bruce. We call that winning. My Artie and my Benji. Oh, don't fucking get me started on that much. My blood pressure's been down the whole video. This whole video.
4 barrel, you'll have 4 bolts. 2 barrel, you'll have
No, he didn't. He already said that.
4 bolts.
I laughed
One
if that
barrel,
thing's
you'll have
locked
2
up.
bolts.
Probably is.
Bigger carburetor, more barrels, more bolts.
Look at this. Oh. Boy, he really knows what he's doing, huh?
So we changed it up from working at the front, and we still got this compressor here we're gonna have to deal with. It's kind of blocking us up front. Once we get the compressor
Fucking
off there,
guy.
be motor mounts and heater hoses and some other things, and then bell housing and torque converter and exhaust. We'll be getting close to yucking this thing out. Making sure maybe that was the choke pull-up linkage. I imagine it was. And there's just 2 bolts up front.
I can't wait to look at this. Look at this. Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
I'm not gonna get them like that.
You think?
It's all right.
Oh, here we go with the fucking videos.
Craving the ceremony.
The fucking ads.
We got another poison for it. Yeah, that's when you go to Ingersoll 1/4 inch drive.
There you go. There you go. Wow, look at that. There we go.
That's what we're gonna do here.
See how he can finish one thing? He's got
Oh, I just love these tools.
yeah. Great boy bottom.
I got the greatest son in the world because he's bought me every one of these tools out here that I'm using
I
today.
bet he has. They're all his tools.
And I've been a pretty good caretaker of them.
No, you
trying to keep
haven't.
them together so they don't end up coming up messy. We got a 3/8 drive ratchet, Ingersoll, 1/4 inch drive, Ingersoll
That's the kids.
ratchet we brought out. We'll put these with the other parts there. And 1 thermal carburetor. You guys go. That's how easy it is to take off a thermal carburetor.
Yeah.
You guys just saw me do it.
Wow.
Now, we're gonna have something to put in the hole. So luckily I brought some gloves out and I was gonna wear, and I decided not to wear them. So luckily I brought something to put in the hole. You wanna have something put in them holes. You don't wanna leave that carburetor hole wide open like that for something to fall down in it.
That's what happened to Ryan's mom, right?
Learn something, you don't need a lot of tools, a 1/2 inch wrench, 1/2 inch socket, 1/4 inch drive, ratchet, extension. Well, we use a air ratchet or a battery operated. And a pair of dikes, which is a pair of wire cutters, a flathead screwdriver,
Add water down
Well,
his
it can't be
throat.
not much of nothing it took to do that. So, we'll put our tools away
Don't delay.
and don't delay.
Put your tools away. Look at that's it. You're putting all your tools away. There's still a lot of shit to do, dude.
Screwdriver and a pair of dice.
What the fuck? What's he gonna do with this shit box when he gets the motor out of it? That's the big question.
Right there and there. And then we got some bolts there to put in the bucket. Horse bucket back here.
Got 1, 2,
Some clips.
3. We took 6 things off. That's it, boys. I'm going to play PlayStation.
Washer, kick down linkage, and then looks like the check pull off linkage. Put all that back in this little container we got for bolts. And I went and got used to have barbecue in it. These things come in handy. 9 out of 10 people out there are gonna throw that stuff in the garbage. And you can see how useful it comes in something like this. All right, guys.
That's it. We're done.
Just the household stuff and around the house that you would throw in the trash is going to help you working on this stuff.
How can you throw it in the trash barrel? You don't have trash service.
A little bit of tools, a little bit of knowledge.
These dishes just aren't getting clean.
Problem isn't your machine. It's likely your detergent. I recommend switching to Cascade Platinum Plus. These new pods have the grease-fighting power of Dawn, easily moving up to 100% of tough stuck-on foods. Cascade Platinum Plus.
Tell me what you see. Experience Mufasa the Lion King on Disney Plus.
And you can remove your first thermopod.
Xbox?
Carburetor.
No,
Just
come
like
on.
the first one. Obviously, you guys kind of probably figured that out. That wasn't
Hey,
my first
dude.
thermopod. I've done many of them. But for you guys out there that are
Hey,
gonna be,
Battery, dude.
you
Hey,
know, for the first
dude.
time,
Xbox sucks.
remember about my old saying on the channel. You know, we're just here to have fun.
Oh,
You know,
one more thing, guys. He shut the comments off to this video, so I'm sure he got a couple of good ones.
you know, if you don't like what we do here, maybe this channel's not for you.
No, we love it.
You know, we do like to try to teach you a little bit that we know.
What the fuck did you teach?
And if you're willing to accept it, you know, accept it. If you want to, you know, complain about it, go to Uncle Tony. And like I said, maybe this channel's not for you. Because we're here to have fun, and we're here to try to, you know,
Bro, you just took
get
it.
you guys to benefit from some of our knowledge and my
Knowledge.
expertise and working on stuff. I'm a former school bus mechanic.
Oh, God.
I've worked on every kind of car, truck, stuff out there. Not foreign stuff, but American made. I've done it.
Yeah, okay.
I worked on it.
Barry, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
So today, we remove thermoquads. Stop back tomorrow, you'll see what we do. See you in the next one, guys. Check out our social media stuff if you'd like. Beamer and Son Garage on TikTok, Beamer Garage on Instagram, and Beamer Garage on Facebook.
I heard they all
Check us
suck.
out, and we'll see you on the next one, guys.
That's it.
Bye-bye.
Oh, please video when you try to put that thing up out of there. Please video that.
That new thermoquad on top. It's coming together, guys.
Yeah.
Got 2 motor mounts.
Takes one part off a day.
Little bit of stuff here in this compressor. This is just sitting in there. This will come out, and it'll be able to go up a little bit. I think we're still going to have to chop this front cross member out.
Yeah, you
See you in
think?
the next one, guys.
Let's just check on Fat Boy here real quick. Probably nothing new. Rich LLC. Oh God.
Well, just a little. Kind of asked permission, but you were kind of busy. Aw, get it. Thank you. Why? You can't even tell it's you. I'm not that kind of guy. Actually, I have photographic evidence that you can. I want. Oh.
Oh, that doesn't work, fat boy.
Oh.
You know,
Yeah.
it's not much better. It's still there, you know.
Pretty good jokes.
But I'm probably going to wind up going on disability, mainly because of this. You know, it's one of those things that they said something about if you eat more than 5 pounds of food a day, it may wind up being like double the amount of medication. So, you know, I have to watch what I eat, everything
What?
now. You know, like
Wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minit. Did everybody just hear that? I gotta back that up. I'm sorry. Did you say 5 pounds a
mainly
day?
because of this. You know, it's one of those things that they said something about if you eat more than 5 pounds of food a day, it may wind up being like double the amount of medications.
Okay. Does anybody here eat 5 pounds of food a day? I'm just curious. Like, that's a lot. No. Nope. I'm seeing a lot of no's there. What the fuck? No wonder why you're so fat, bro.
So,
What's going
you know,
on
I
in
have to
your
watch what I
toenails?
eat, everything now. You know, like I actually go to the senior center myself now,
Oh,
because
God.
I am 55 now. And I go up there, you know, in the middle of the day, and I'll go and have lunch at the senior center. And I got this lady helping me out, or at least trying to help me out. I think she's the director of the senior center, and trying to get me like a reverse mortgage or something, because I don't have any money coming in, you know?
You are such a liar, bro.
Some paint is expensive for sure. Yeah, see, the thing is, I want the car, the color that I painted it. But the problem is,
5 pounds of food a day. And then if it's over 5, they gotta double the That's nuts.
that I don't think too many other companies make that color. And I'm thinking maybe what I might be able to do is empty the spray bomb cans into a metal
What a fucking
can,
rainy
which
shit.
is, you know, like a 1 gallon thing, and then just use the reducer and hardener in order to, you know, make it work. But I don't know how thin the paint is as it is. It's supposed to be like paint and primer, they say, in one.
Bullshit.
I don't see how there's primer in that. Martin Senior Automotive Paint. Yeah, but how expensive is that?
Oh. I can't listen to this fat fucking nasty mouth.
I have to wait until I get money coming in anyway. Something's got to give sooner or later. Disability or SSA is going to call me on the 6th. So hopefully I can get SSA started and SSI started. You know?
There's nothing wrong with you.
I think I'm done with working.
Oh, yeah?
And the reverse mortgage, I can...
Rich, you have FF syndrome. You're a fat fuck. You got no disabilities. The fuck of
actually
disabilities?
stay here as long as I maintain the house.
3 eggs, 2 toes.
Oh, okay. But where are you out of? You're not You're not anywhere near Jersey, are you, Twisted? So I'm thinking it's probably a paint company that they don't even have up here, you know what I mean?
Hey, George. We actually watched some of your videos, bud, at the like towards the beginning of the show.
I've seen Dalton do his, his painting with tractor paint. I've seen Derek from Vice Grip Garage do the same thing, tractor paint. And apparently they all think it's a good thing, so I don't know how good it is, but
You don't.
yeah, and the thing is, like I said, with me doing everything that I did, of course there's a couple of like loose strings or whatever that's got to be done, but for the most part, I mean, I know that the way that I did that car was like not the way anybody would have done that car. Like, I didn't lap the valves, but you know what? I didn't have to. I actually cleaned out the heads of all the sludge, and then I cleaned, the areas where the valves seat. And I also, checked the valve guides. So it's like, what I did.
I know, man. That's what I'm saying. This morning is shitty. I hope it ain't gonna be like this all day.
Was once I got them all set, I had them in here in the house, in the living room, and I had the valves pointing up, in the air. And what I did was I took regular rubbing alcohol and I dumped them in each one of the valves to see if it would actually seep through.
Those toenails.
None of them actually leaked out the alcohol. So
yeah,
it was clean enough for it to run,
Oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah, I know. But, I mean, it's like, in automotive paint, as far as these stores are concerned, they don't carry those colors, and I don't want to change it up and make it into another color. I want it to have a black top, and I want it to have a turquoise bottom. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what color the interior is. The headliner's black. The door panels are actually turquoise and black. The kickboards are black and no, they're just black because, they're underneath the dash. The dash is turquoise. The package tray in the back, I put black carpeting up there, cut it out to fit. Yeah, I know, but problem with that is it's always this. And the more that you want, the more it's going to cost. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I have to search around and I guess do some window shopping or whatever. Because, like I said, when I got those connecting rod bearings, they were Federal Mogul. And they had the little notches in each one of the bearings, like the originals did. And everybody was telling me, oh, well, you could have done it with regular flat bearings. It's not really what I was looking for. I was trying to find the original parts for the car. Like the pistons, when I got those, they're valve release. I have 7 of them in a box because I bought.
We were checking that out, George. We were checking that out. Nice setup, bud.
One separate from the box, and then I figured, well, once I found out about the number 2 piston gone, and 3, which they correspond when you're doing a valve adjustment, you know that. They were both in bad shape. So those 2 were the only ones that I replaced with valve release. Everything else had flat tops. The problem is I couldn't find any flat tops. Nobody had them. Not for that car. And if they did, they were a different size. They weren't the right diameter. They weren't, the right size for the, the cylinder walls. So, I don't want to sit there and fight with something. That's the thing is with those there, I looked up online and, researched it and everything else and found out that those pistons were actually,
let's see what else.
This task, especially when I wasn't breathing well and, I was having problems and everything else, But now it's like a lot of people want to see me get back on the car. But the problem is that I'm not fully recuperated yet. And I don't want to push myself past my limits. You know what I'm saying? So once the breathing gets difficult, or I feel, you know, if I have a problem with my leg, because right now it's swollen. My foot's swollen, it feels like it's going to sleep. And, you know, once it gets to that point, man, I got to stop. You know what I mean? Even I know I have to stop. So it doesn't matter. But the thing is that people are egging me on and, you know, all this other stuff. And I'm like, I just can't do it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that simple. And, you know, we have people that have closed minds. They are not open to unorthodox ways of doing it.
Rich, you ran your mouth for 4 fucking years about this car and about this and that and this and that. And in the end, look, you didn't get nothing completed. You fucked that car up more than it was when it got to. That car, when it got to, at least it ran. It didn't run well, but it ran. Doesn't run anymore.
Doing things. You know, like they did in the 50s and the 60s. I mean, hell, you got guys that are sitting there racing cars down straightaways and stuff like that. Do you see them with jacks? I mean, no, they're doing all the work while the car's on the ground, or there's a jack stand underneath it, or there's a jack underneath it. You know, and if there is any kind of lift, it's usually a small scissor jack kind of lift, like what's the one that DD Speed Shop has, and usually they're smaller than that because in the 50s and 60s. They didn't have something that big, you know, and I remember there's pictures all over the internet. You want to see what we used to do, how to get an engine out of a car? You used to pull the car up next to a big heavy-duty tree, take a chain, okay, and take some rope and a come-along. And once you disconnected it, you pulled the engine out that way.
Yeah,
there's quite a few.
My problem, feeling better.
Months to be interested in it again, because I was receiving so much derogatory, you know, and negative things from so many other people on both sides of the no-name national spectrum, you know, between them posting stuff on their community pages or just talking crap or being in a live stream and poking fun, or it's not a matter of being thin-skinned, it's a matter of being disrespected. You know what I'm saying? Having your name slandered around everybody else that, even if you're on good terms with people, they're seeing that. You know what I'm saying? And some of the people that are seeing that are like, wow, is he really that way? Wow, I should look at his videos. Wow, he is like that. But you know what? There's more there than what people are seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like the car, it does run.
No, it doesn't.
Does it matter how I did it? No. If I was in a garage working as a mechanic, yes, it would.
Yeah, okay.
But because I'm working on my driveway, no, it doesn't. Because...
Alright, I can't, guys. I'm sorry. I can't listen anymore of his shit. Alright, let's end it out with, let's see if this fucking mutt come out of his hole yet. Oh, this day was bound to happen. Let's see.
Well, I have good news for some people and bad news for some people. And I'm doing this because after a phone call, going over the schedule for tomorrow morning at the VTH, it's going to be a little extra early start. And once in a while, on occasion, I like to stop at Dunkin'. I've got 5 dozen donuts to bring for the guys. So I'm going to be really tied up very early.
Yeah.
Extra early tomorrow morning. So
picking cans. Yeah.
That's the good news.
Picking up cans.
The sniffers, you won't have to see me. I know you watch. You can't help yourself. You grew up to hate me. I'm glad I give you some pleasure in your life. Like I say, I'm a giver, not a taker.
You're a giver, not a taker. You're a stolen oh, what was that? Oh, Banditos, but never mind. Do you understand, Brian, that you are the epitome? Like, I can't even think of the word, but you are like the biggest piece of shit on YouTube. Stolen valor, motherfucker. You know.
So there will be no happy Thursday.
Yeah,
for you.
fuck
That's
you and your happy Thursday.
Now comes the bad news for some
Go
people.
wash your fucking hands.
Yeah, two things. One, Sanford. I got a little update on something.
Yeah.
He's yakking about how to power shift with anger. You gotta be an angry motherfucker. When you power shift, you gotta be angry. You don't be afraid of that. You just fucking yank it.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid of breaking it.
That's right.
So the funny thing is, you can show how to do it. As usual. As usual, did not show how to do it. Sitting in the Jeep, it's not running, looking like Mr. Joe Hot Rod in a fucking Jeep with a 5-speed, with a 4-liter, 6-cylinder. Teaching people how to power shift. Then I hear the comments once again, people saying, hey, instead of fucking yakking about it, how come you didn't take the Jeep out and do it? How come you didn't do it when you took it to the track and, fell on its face? You know what I mean? How come you talking about it? How come you don't show anybody how to do anything? And then he had his defenders, saying that they can't wait for him to take it out and power shift it. The people are coming back with, yeah. See how long that fucking transmission lasts. You don't do shit to a fucking Jeep like that. You know what I mean? It ain't no fucking hot rod. It ain't no fucking transmission. I know back in the day, I never had it done, but I had friends that do it. They used to call it pro shift, and they'd have every third tooth filed down. So you could pretty much just use the clutch to launch it, and then up at high RPM, and yeah, you had to really yank it. It would feel like it wanted to grind, but you didn't give up. You kept pulling, right, Matt. And you could pretty much run it through the gears without having to use your clutch, And even those transmissions didn't last very long. Then the Lenkos came along, the Doug Nashers and shit like that. We're talking, old school shit. You know what I mean? And the guys I knew that did that, these transmissions pretty much lasted one season, and they were fucking still shot. They were blown up. Synchros are fucking wiped out. It was a fucking mess. Depends what you want to do with a car. If you want to have to keep fixing things all the time because you're really abusing them, Your average street strip car use, you don't need all that shit, How many of these pickle sniffers ever had a hot rod, ever will, They're like him, they go to these grand illusions dancing in their fucking heads of what they're going to do someday. And like Sanford puts out his grand illusions with claims of what his cars are going to do, and they don't fucking do it either. That's why they get along so well,
This prick drives an Arcadia.
Some level birds of a feather.
An Arcadia.
Like fucks together. So anyway, somebody else raised a fucking point. I had mentioned the Roadrunner. I scanned through a few comments in my video earlier. You think with that Roadrunner, if anything, wouldn't that be the car you'd want to really highlight and showcase? Something like that is worth looking at. It's not pristine, it's not in, but it's decent. Probably the most decent car he's ever exhibited on his fucking channel, and he seems to keep it hidden. You know what I mean? Or I've mentioned, somebody else mentioned, you're absolutely right, I didn't remember hearing about that. He devoted a video to how, how to break into a car and how to hotwire it. Teaching people how to steal vehicles. In fact, he even said himself, he brags on being a juvenile delinquent. He brags on being a criminal. Brags on himself,
I'd rather brag about being a criminal than trying to brag about being a stolen valor. That's what you
I'm
are.
above the law. Look at me. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Even said he never got through high school. He's a fucking high school. No, he's worse than a high school dropout. He's a high school kickout. He bragged about how he stole a school bus, broke into a school bus.
What do you think out of your bench you're gonna be?
Joyride and stole, got caught and get kicked out of school. It's a guy that don't even have a fucking high school diploma or a GED, yet he thinks he's fucking Albert Einstein on fucking steroids, Or he's the reincarnation. Famous drag races of days gone by. It made me think, he was neck deep in a lot of shit. There's something called chop shops, a lot of his illegal activity that was going on there besides, losing his license and all his businesses and whatnot went down the fucking shitter. He was unemployable, and he's gonna have a pretty hard life in New York, you know what I mean, with no fucking opportunities. He couldn't even get a job at a fucking auto parts place, you know what I mean, delivering parts. Like, around there they deliver to garages, You don't have a driver's license, you can't even do that. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you right now, George, I would love to meet him at the track. And let me say this again. I would love to meet him just so I could put my camera on and put him on absolute blast. Not to physically do anything, because he's an old man. I'm 38 years old. This guy's in his 60s. I hit this guy, I'm going to jail for a long time. There's just no doubt about it. There's an extra charge in that. It's going to be fucking a mess. It isn't worth it. However, it would be more pleasurable to fucking call him every fucking name, everything I think about him, right into his fucking scrawny little face, live on YouTube. We'd chase him out of there. He'd end up having to leave. It ain't worth it, man. It ain't, you know what I mean? What's the status? What, I beat up a fucking 64-year-old scrawny fucking punk bitch? I mean...
It's badass 13.9 second Mustang.
Just ain't worth it.
You bragged about that a lot. But yeah, and like it was proven on the...
Have a good day, Diz.
I'll say it because he said it on a video, those that were like Nick the Van Man. I really don't know much about him. But he tripped in with him.
Exactly.
In fact, he wanted to talk to me in private.
Exactly.
And I said, well, let's here, speak here or forever hold your peace, you know what I mean? And he came out of order. People very severe. Tried suckering Nick to go there. And he'd be able to work on his vans and shit and have access to his tools and make it easier for him. And at the same time, he could help Sanford out with things, get him to do work for him, doing him a favor. He's doing Nick a favor by allowing Nick to do work for him, for free. And in return, he'll get exposure. He'll get to work on his vehicles and make videos on his vehicles, yeah. Well, ain't that so fucking generous of Sanford, I remember Nick telling me, he says, my first day there, believe me, he's still a junk man.
And guys, you gotta remember, he's not just claiming only to be a Marine. He is claiming to be an E7 gunny retired. Meaning he was in the Marine Corps fucking over 20 years. I mean, that is so stupid that it isn't even right. You're gonna tell me that's an E7 gunny? Take a look at that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Flipping cars and vehicles, and says, you got a car, he says, hey, go over and do something to it. And Nick, I guess you got a guy that's gonna buy it. And Nick noticed, said, hey, there's no VIN tag on this thing. Sam said, don't worry about it. Nick said, no, I am worried about it. I mean, if I'm gonna be doing work on this, something turns out this car's stolen or some shit like that, and it gets traced back to here to me, well, that wasn't me, it was him that. I'm going to get blamed for it. I don't know. That shit's illegal. Sam said, don't worry about it. See that car over there? It was old part of it. It's got a VIN tag on it. Go take the VIN tag off of that one and put it on that one. Nick said, I ain't doing that. Fuck you. And he walked out of there. He was smart.
Hey, Gunny, we'll be up at New England Driveway for the night of fire, so...
Commonly referred to as a chop shop. Somebody brought up a point about that Roadrunner. So there you are. If anything, you think that would be a car we'd really want to highlight, showcase, do a build-on project on, with a Hemi, whatever, And it really wouldn't take much, to freshen the car up, I mean, aesthetically, body.
Matt, just exactly, and then not even sorry. He grew a beard, whatever, that's fine. But like even my dad, mind you, was only in for 4 years. He wasn't a fucking career Marine. He still keeps all of his shirts with the left sleeve out. I mean, there's just things you can't shake. None of that adds up with this prick in his dingy little fucking nasty
Ain't too bad.
little
A little bit
fucking
of Russell
room.
board and shit like that. That green garden hose hanging on it. I mean, a few trim pieces missing. I think they said some on the hood. It's got those two little bulges on the side of the road on the hood where it usually has the emblem, 383, 440 Hemi. They were missing few little trim pieces missing. The interior bench seat was kind of fucked up. It's got a blanket on. But overall, the car was pretty much the most solid thing that would be the most desirable car that people would like and want to own and want to have. Especially even if it had, you know, a very mildly reworked 383 in it, 350, 360 horse. That's all you really need, you know. You don't even need to go hardwired with gear, a fucking 390 gear, 373. Be all you need with that thing. It'll be respectable and fun and look good. To me, that would be a hot rod, you know. Not according to Sanford.
This guy is
it's
on
kind of funny how he kind of
Tony's
keeps that
dick
thing. He only
so
showed it that
hard.
one time.
It's not
Because you've
even
seen it in
right.
the past when he's doing shit in his garage. You see like the side, the door, the fender. But you've never seen the whole car out in broad daylight and, you know, walk around and see the... It's kind of funny. A car like that is what he keeps hitting. Don't make any sense. Somebody brought up a point. You know, I said, well, based on his previous activity in New York, maybe there's a reason why he keeps that car hidden. I'm always
Exactly.
speculating here. But sometimes, you know, it doesn't take a whole lot to add 2 and 2 and come up with 4. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be a fucking genius to figure shit out. Could be maybe due to his past activity back in New York while he had a hightail out of there and all the shit he was neck deep in. Good possibility the reason he doesn't want to do that is if by some rare chance somebody comes across it on YouTube here and he's got it outside. Hey, look, I'm going to do a burnout in front of my house with it. You know, I'm going to do a burnout with it. You know? Somebody might look and say, motherfucker, that's my Roadrunner that was stolen here on Long Island back in 1988. That motherfucker's got my car. Just a little food for thought here. Okay? Now, 2. Hey, guess what, man? Something incredible happened on here. You won't believe this. You're sitting down, a guy on here, fucking around with a fucked up 4-door Bel Air, 57. Almost a day to finally get it to start up. And then, you sitting down, when he finally got it started, it ran for like a minute before it conked out and died. Is that fucking incredible or what? Wow. Java, you are the man. Now I know why everyone's jealous of you. You know? You to let everyone know that you're so proud of yourself. You got to do something other people can't do. You know, spend a day fucking around with a guy to get the starter run for a minute and then conk out. You know what I mean? But hey, that's a vast improvement over 10 seconds. You should be proud of yourself for that, right? Of course you are. You had to let everyone know how proud of yourself you are, being able to do that.
Motherfucker.
That's why everyone's jealous of you, like you say. You know?
Holy
But the
shit.
best part is, it happened again. It happened again. Says Brian in the comments, someone left a timestamp. You know, you hit the timestamp and it goes to a particular spot in the video. Says Brian, he did it again. He's sitting in the car. He's sitting in the car and you can see out the windshield. And you see all the fucking junk in this fucking yard. It looks like a sitting dump. And he's in there showing inside the car. It looks all fucking trashy. It's all inside that car's a fucking mess too. While it's running, then it slowly starts chugging and chugging and chugging until it fucking dies. Says then he gets out of the car. The door's like partially open. When he opens the door all the way to be able to get out, the door's screeching and squealing
You know,
like an Oyo.
and like Battery said, this guy's claiming to be a 1% outlaw. Well, the last I knew, I could be wrong, because I'm not an outlaw, I don't know, that's not my life. But aren't they the 1% of society that don't follow rules? That they're outlaws, they're free. They don't talk to police. They do what they want to do. He's not an outlaw. Yeah, no. No, he's not.
Co-owner was making a new fucking
And I'll
record.
tell you this. If I'm in a club, right, and this is supposedly one of my brothers, and I click on YouTube and I see him acting like this, guess what? I don't think he's going to be around much longer. He's a fucking fraud.
And then he starts like, ugh, he can't get out of the car. Says he fucking farts.
Not on YouTube.
He farts again. and then he starts grunting. You fucking motherfucker. Anyway.
Hold your teeth then. Don't let your
So,
teeth pop
I'm
out.
quite sure these two guys I just talked about not going to be too happy with me. You know what I say to that? Other people will be very happy. You won't have to see me or hear me tomorrow. See that? I'm a giver, not a taker.
Yeah,
You know what I
you're.
mean? I do have a heart. I care about giving happiness to you guys that are pathetic pieces of shit with no fucking life.
What about
You know
you?
what I mean?
What about you, you Social Security collective
That's why I'm Uncle Brian, and you don't know
motherfucker?
it. So,
Stolen valor
fucking great, man. I
motherfucker.
love it. So anyway, no happy Thursday
Yeah,
video.
fuck you, dude. Fuck
But you know,
you.
I'm kind of worried. You know.
What do you got, the
Like 10
mange?
minutes spent on
Fuck
traffic.
you
at
itching
the
like
BTH.
that always. Ah, I hate this prick.
I
I
got
hate
stuff to
it.
Dunkin', pick up $5,000. I just hope that my car stays running longer than a minute. I'd hate to have my car die out after a minute, and then
No.
I am sitting in my fucking car. I got five dozen fucking donuts.
Yeah.
Fuck am I gonna do? Call an Uber, call a taxi? You know what I mean?
Somebody's knocking.
And
I just heard somebody knocking at your door.
I got a call coming in.
Ah.
Okay, sorry about that.
No,
I had
someone
a-
was
another
knocking at
update
his
from the
door.
BTH with a reminder
Oh.
about something for tomorrow. Anyway, I hope it doesn't run for a minute and die, and I'm stuck there. I'm gonna have to walk for 8 or 9 minutes carrying, 5 dozen donuts. I'd have to call a taxi or an Uber, and then how can they carry all those donuts? You didn't drive it. Oh, shouldn't that car on the road over there? It's mine. But after
Honestly,
that died-
guys, my life sucks, but I try to make the best of it every day. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Sitting here crying about it sure as hell ain't gonna help. Let's see what else we got here. Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday. How you doing?
Look at this fucking mutt.
Well, back to the VTH today. And again Thursday. I'd much rather have my Artemis again this week, but, I saw him Sunday. I stopped with my daughter some Mother's Day, give her her flowers. Anyway, a few things.
What?
Well, I'll tell you, man.
Hello?
Every now and then I take a look at the feed on here, what's trending,
Hello?
whatever they call it. Yeah, I know I need a haircut and a shave. Auntie Billy's been on my ass. I kind of know what is coming. It's time to start being Captain Caveman, look like a civilized human being, at least a part of the year, right?
My brother's in
And I tell you, every now and then I take, what do they call it on here? What's trending, recommended, suggested. I tell you, more and more and more fucking junk channels. Unbelievable. This one guy came up, I looked. First I thought it was, who Rob Zombie is? Yeah, singer, you got a band, White Zombie. I actually liked a lot of their music, Dracula.
He actually grew up in Haverhill. But for everybody else in the country, it would be Haverhill. I can't wait to hear what he's about to say about this.
Never gonna stop. He had some good stuff, even though it sounded all the same, pretty heavy, I liked it. And then he got into making movies. He did a remake of the Monsters movie that was fucking terrible. But hey, I guess he has the money to do it. Some guy thought it was him, he was just like him, but even grungier. Looks like he hasn't washed his
Bro, are you fucking kidding me? Look at this. He's talking shit about Rob Zombie. Look at that. Look at that. You fucking mutt. Look at the teeth. Look at the fucking cartoons on his hands. Look at them teeth. Dude, Rob Zombie did some fucking banger movies. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about there, Gunny. Talking shit about Rob Zombie.
Had a dreadlocks in about 30 fucking years, face all dirty. His beard looks even worse than mine, and mine don't look that great. His looks worse than mine.
Oh.
This will be coming off soon. And he's showing off his car collection. His backyard is loaded with it's a junkyard, pretty much. People are taking their junkyards and they're making them out to be their car collections. What it comes down to. They're gutted, potted out, smashed up, you fucking name it. You know, I wonder how many actually run. Whatever. And he's into antics. I actually watched the video. I said, I gotta see this. He's on a fucking fucked up snowmobile. And he's making believe he's revving it up. And I was like, what the fuck? He calls himself Mr. Rust or some shit like that.
Who is he talking about?
Many others. It's like an epidemic of junk on here. You know? Because I don't keep up with the No Show Nationals and Power Tour and all.
What the fuck are those names of those movies that Rob Zombie made there? What the fuck? They were horror movies. I can't think of the name of it. What the fuck? With the family, fuck, I can't think of it.
Stuff. I guess you can fill me in on a few things. What I understand, the Power Tour is earlier in the season. Is it what, May or June now? Something like that. No Show Nationals.
No,
is
not the Hills Have Eyes. Fuck, no. Rob Zombie produced them. Fuck, what the fuck is the name of it? His wife is in it. What the fuck? I think he was, I don't know if he did the Chainsaw Massacre. Have you seen my teeth? It's not about our teeth, it's about his teeth at the moment, guys. What the fuck is the name of that movie? There's a couple of them. God damn it, oh man.
August, September, October, somewhere around there.
Yeah, let me look it up.
And any more word from Sanford about the Power Tour? I know last I had heard he was gonna take his charger that we were supposed to take last year. Then again, like I said, he doesn't like to wander too far from home without a driver's license. You know, what can happen out on the road? And from what I understand, it's like 1,000 miles they
Free
travel.
from Hell, I'm not... What the
Through a couple
fuck
of
is
states
the
or
name of the
something.
movie? I
You know,
gotta
cops
wait,
in
my
the
phone
States may
reset
not
a
be as
second.
forgiving as, you know, the cops around his little nest egg in Tennessee that they're like tired of arresting people. They've arrested him twice already. They just write tickets now. You know, unless you get into an accident, you do something really
House of
boneheaded.
1,000.
Which I'm surprised Sanford hasn't done by now. So he won't take his chances.
I don't
Yeah,
think it
Al
was
did.
that one.
The MC Hammer.
Well, I think-
Well, after all, I mean,
Remember Captain Spaulding was in it? The clown? What the fuck was the name of that movie? God damn it.
Al pretty much built, you know, 85% of it, including the tilt nose. That whole car was wrong right from the get-go. That was a vehicle that he had a Ram Charger. I don't know if you recall. He even tried to scam his fucking pickle sniffers on trying to make money off of them. I do remember hearing about that. He bought an old fucked up Ram Charger, had a 318 in it. He said the engine was good, transmission was good, rear end was good. This thing was, he said, Brian, this thing was
Devil's
rotted
Rejects.
halfway
Yep,
up the fucking
bingo.
fenders and door panels. It was all rotted
Them
like it.
fucking movies rocked. I loved them.
Been submerged in salt water halfway up for a long
I
time and pulled out and
absolutely
allowed
love
to
them.
rust or rot. Thing was a fucking mess. Interior, all fucking chewed up. Wires all hanging out like a rat's nest from under the fucking dash. It was pure fucking trash. But he said he bought it for $800 because it was worth it for the engine and transmission and rear end. And then he pulls the engine, pulls the transmission, and puts it back up for sale for the same $800 offered up to his pickle sniffers when he took everything that was good out of it and he went to the pawn the junk off on someone else to get all his money back, you know. And I'm not sure if that was the same frame. I heard it
No,
was.
probably not.
No one wanted to buy that thing. That's the same thing that he took the frame, he shortened it, he cut it, but he had somebody go there and weld it back together for him. I guess he didn't trust his own welding skills with a frame. That's pretty important with a vehicle. You need a solid frame that's not going to fall apart.
Yeah, I think it was House of 1,000 Corpse was the first one, and then the second one was Devil's Rejects.
On you, you know, when you're driving it. He had some guy go there and weld it up, and that's the frame he used for the MC Hammer car that he dropped that fucking $4 Valiant body on. To me, it looks ridiculous with those fucking wheels sticking out.
Yeah, so that's funny you say that, Frank, because a couple days ago I started watching Peaky Blinders. And the guy that's in the 28 Days Later, well, was it? No. He was in 28 Days. Yeah, 28 Days Later. He's the guy that was in it.
You know, to me, it looks fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
With that frame right from
absolutely.
the get-go, it's a very heavy truck frame. It's not a car frame. That's not a frame that's, you know, intended or meant to be raised. You're not going to get the proper weight transfer to the rear axle to plant that power to the ground with those tires, you know. It's all wrong, right from the ground up. Right at the bottom floor, that thing is all wrong. You know, all we did was build that 383, so it made 500 horsepower, you know.
Yeah, so
Hey, it looks cool with a ton of them dual quads.
Family value is 98.
Any engine with
Hell
a ton of
yeah.
them dual quads, chrome valve covers and headers, oh, they look fucking cool, you know. So they made 500 horsepower. And the best that thing's been able to run is what, somewhere around a 14, right? Okay. And that car's not that heavy. It's pretty much gutted, you know, with 3,000 pounds, you know. Al took it on the power tour for him, and we know what happened with that, right? Al got a good kick in the teeth, you know, got kicked to the curb and thrown under a bus on top of it. Sanford gave him the triple play, you know. And then the year after that, he was going to take the Charger. He had that dude from Canada was going to come down. Sanford was sucking his nut. Why are these guys in there sucking each other's nuts on their channels to try to bring attention to each other, try to, you know, leech subs off the other person? I tell you, man, you know, that's what they do on here. These guys think they're friends. These guys will sell their own fucking mother to get subs and views to make money. They're not your friends. They just use each other.
Oh my God.
There's no honor amongst thieves, okay? Tell you that right now. Guy was gonna come down and he was all buddy with him, and all of a sudden, you know, this guy wants nothing to do with Sanford anymore. Same way Dallas, all the rest of them. You know, Sanford goes through friends like
That same shit. I wonder if I go like this.
you have to bear with me. I've been laughing quite a bit here at this. Job at 2:20. I had a lot of errands to run this morning. One of them was I had to drop off Auntie Billy's car at New Bedford Tire, have 4 tires put on it. Inspection sticker time coming up. And so when I dropped it off there, you know, they were going to bring it in when, you know, I think there were 2 cars ahead of me. So I said, well, I'm waiting now. I'll go over to Snipes. I like that place. They got a lot of cool shit there. So anyway, because I got out and I'm looking right in front of me, I had actually planned on showing you the Bedford Tire and the facility and whatnot. It's okay. It's just average, you know, tire, general repair shop. I think at one time, a long time ago, it was a Firestone Service Center. Then it closed, and a couple other people bought it, but it's no longer like a corporate-owned facility. It's just private, independently owned, under no big name. That's why it's New Bedford Tire. And then that video got cut off abruptly due to a little situation with a woman that was losing her fucking mind because my camera was pointed in her direction. And I'll get into that tomorrow morning. And then I got kind of sidetracked. I walked over to Snipes and, you know, and then went in, waited. By the time I got out of Snipes, her car was in. They were already starting to put the tires on. And I waited in a little waiting area. Looked at a few magazines. They have a TV going there in the waiting area. It was on a news channel, so I really didn't care to watch it. I do my best to not follow any news these days, any fucking network. I think that's a problem with a lot of people. They spend too much time in front of their one particular network that they agree with, and then they go off the rails with their, you know, extremist politics on both sides of the fence. So I don't want to hear any.
Yeah, you don't want to hear anything.
All good things come to an end.
I think we're gonna end it out with this one, guys.
My good thing having my grandson Artemis came to an end yesterday. My daughter Sitter will be back on Monday. It's a good week here. I miss him already. So now I can get back into the swing of things. Heard a few things already. Where do I start? Sanford is still Sanford. guess not much was getting done with his projects. He's still yakking. He kicked most of the work over on that Jeep to run a 13.
I like that. That's a good point,
What he got to do with him. Something with electronics and whatever. But he got his pickle sniffers all fired up. Some guy called him out for a race, and Sanford took on the challenge, you know, get his pickle sniffers. I ain't afraid to race anybody. Yeah, we'll see if that race
You have
ever
a
happens.
great
Some
day,
guy called him
Jason.
out for a
Thank you
race.
for coming by.
But he says the guy's gonna come to him. He doesn't want to have to travel a couple hundred miles to go race this guy. Yeah, you don't want to travel that far from home without a fucking driver's license. So what can happen on the road? You can be stuck minding your business and get hit from behind. The cop shows up, you know, and he's in deep shit again.
Oh yeah, that's the
Although
truth.
these days, you know, they give you a ticket. They're tired of locking people up the way he's already been arrested and locked up twice for driving without a license. He lost it for life.
That's how an outlaw talks.
And this way now, the guy's gonna say, "What the fuck? I'm gonna go travel a couple hundred miles." I say, "See that? The guy was too chicken to race me. Ha ha! I win, even though I didn't have to race him. I win. I'm victorious because I'm Sanford." He's slicker than shit, that fucking guy. Crypt Keeper and Sandy, still no Save the Children 318, right? Heard a few things about Job. I heard he was pretty, a little more calm this week without me around. A few people. Yeah, he wasn't, you know, he still went on his rants, just not, you know, real angry, nasty, full-blown mental retard meltdown rants the way he does about you, Brian. So, yeah. Should he, I guess without you around, Brian, he tried starting shit with someone else, you know, so he could get his daily dose of drama.
Yeah, right, George?
I know the guy, Nolan. He's a real decent guy up in Canada, and he knows a shit about cars. He's one of many people, including myself, that tried to help Java in the beginning. And Java, your ego, narcissism, arrogance, you refuse to listen to anyone. You refuse to want to listen to anyone. All you want to listen to is yourself, and you ain't too fucking bright. Tried starting shit with him. Problem with him, he doesn't listen to me. According to Java, if I'm wrong, correct me. People don't listen to him. If they listen to him, they would know that he knows what he's doing, so they shouldn't be telling him anything. And people just want to fuck up his car. Even said something about, you know, people just want to see him blow up the car. Java, you don't have to worry. No one's going to blow up your car. You're going to do that all by yourself. You know, you're fucking it up all by yourself. Nobody could do any more to fuck up that car than you're already done. So he did a live stream yak session. He said, "Hey, kept the shirt on this time." I started laughing. So he pretty much talked to himself for an hour. Nobody showed up. Like 2, 3 people watched, but nobody said anything. And he even got a little ticked off about it. He mentioned, "Oh, yeah, there's a few people here. How come nobody's saying nothing? Come on, say something." I think they just watch you to have a good laugh. Have a good laugh at you to see what you do for attention. So yeah, and I've heard this before about his yak sessions. He rambles and rambles and rambles. But that's not when he's, you know, going on a full retard meltdown talking about me. He rambles and he's all over the fucking place. You know, he can't maintain a single train of thought, like more than 30 seconds. He's all over the fucking place. And then all of a sudden he'll stop and his head tilts up and he starts just staring at the ceiling. Not saying a word. And he'll do this for a little while.
Yeah. Right,
Sitting there, his eyes start going back and forth like he's watching things fly by. Then he kind of like snaps back to life and he realizes, I guess, where the fuck he is. Then he starts rambling again and again and again. You know, he said he pulled one of those. His congestive heart failure is cured. According to him, he said it's cured. But he still can't breathe. That's not because he's fat. Because of all the water he's got in his leg and in his lungs and in his fat. Okay. I guess the belly is all done. Hey, Java, I know you're watching. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Did you miss me? Come on, you know you missed me. It's that headline I ran. Everything's all fixed on it.
Oh, well, you were playing with your Audi.
You're walking away from
You
me.
have a very suspicious relationship with the Audi and the
These
Bentley.
gaskets keep falling in the base pan. I guess this is shit going back for a little while that I hadn't even heard of when I was still around here. You know, he wishes they made gaskets that stayed in place. and they had stuff to help them stay in place. Yeah, they do. It's called Permatex. I know they used to have a shit. People used to use it at one time. Probably still have it. It was like a varnish, Indian head varnish. I don't even know if it was for cars or if it was just regular varnish, but people use it as a gasket sealer. Base pan, valve covers, intakes. You brush it on. It's real sticky. And you get your gasket in place, and it sets, and then you mount it in that gasket and it looks so. When I heard that.
Exactly, bro. Oh, dude,
it
he's a fucking creepo.
Messy if you ever have to change your gaskets, because that shit really
My
sticks.
Audi and my Benji. Hey, Audi. Look, Audi.
Gasket all off.
Benji.
But they have Permatex, you know?
Those kids are gonna
Those
get
gaskets
fucking
on the
beat
side,
up
they
with
stand
those
in, They have
names.
holes in them. They line up with the holes in the base pan. That the bolts go through that bolt into the bottom of the engine block. That gasket ain't gonna get past those bolts and fall in. The end pieces, Permatex. I mean, they hold in place. And when you tighten them up, you don't over tighten them. Mash the fuck out of them where the bolt holes go in. They're gonna want to buckle outside of that area, and then it could lift up. You could get a leak. You know, over tightening things can be as bad as not tightening things enough at times.
You know.
And I heard it say it did say running for like a little bit, like a minute or something.
If I'm being honest, I feel bad for the grandkids. Because guess what? The patriarch of their family, their grandfather, is a lying fucking piece of scum that you'd find under Java's 14-inch fucking toenails. Disgusting. Disgusting. Career Day. I'd love to see what they're going to talk about on Career Day with their fucking grandfather with a stolen Valor and claiming to be an outlaw motorcycle and this and that.
The engine was clacking, those lifters were so fucking noisy, and people were telling them, "Mate, dude, man, you know, you gotta tighten those things down, man. There ain't no solid lifter cam you got there. I'd hate to see if you had one. You had to go adjust it. You know, had to adjust lifters. I've done it, you know. Besides feeler gauges, man, I did it with fucking crush strips early on. Put a crush strip in there, and then you pulled it out, and you saw what you had, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 is the way you had to be.
My Audi and my Benji.
You know, everyone told you, even no one told you.
My week is gone. I don't know what I'm gonna do now because my daughter took back my Audi, my Artemis. The fuck kind of name is that, Artemis? My Artemis, my Benji.
Thing. You know, you try to sound so fucking brilliant with overcomplicated bullshit that really doesn't need to be done. People can overcomplicate anything. How do you make ice cubes? Put water in the tray, stick it in the freezer, and wait, right? There are some people that can make it sound like it's Einstein's theory of relativity. Well, first you're gonna take a 24-hour read on your freezing temperature to make sure it's maintaining, a perfect, 30.1 degrees, and then, you make it sound like you're building a fucking nuclear bomb. All you're doing is making fucking ice cubes. Real simple shit. You can't get any simpler than hydraulics. Just get them snug so its rockets aren't really flapping around. Start it up, you let it run one at a time. You back off on that nut, you get it to zero lash until you hear that lifter click and slowly tighten it down until it just stops. Go anywhere from quarter trip.
This guy reads a lot of Hot Rod magazine, like my dad said. This is all shit that he got out of a magazine. He's probably reading it in front of us.
1/2 turn, 3/4 turn, to 1 full turn in some cases. You're all set. That's all you gotta do. Do all of them like that.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know if they're too loose.
Go away.
Throw a rock
What's up?
around off a fucking push rod. I saw that happen to a guy one time in an industrial park. But then again, these are guys, they were 5,000, 5,500 RPM. They don't really run those engines out. I don't think you've ever revved that thing to fucking 2,000 RPM. I don't think I ever will reach that sort of RPM range.
Oh,
You know what I mean? That car ain't gonna get
is
driven.
it? Oh, don't even say that. No, it's not snowing, but it's like nasty outside. Fuck. Oh, man.
It's gonna fucking stay sitting there. You missed the gear, the thing wound right up, man. I spun a bearing. I'm like, dude, you didn't spin no bearing. There ain't no bearing, there ain't no rod dock, man. You got a fucking push rod hitting your fucking valve cover inside. You threw the fucking rocker arm off it. Sure as shit, pull the valve cover's all dense inside the rocker arm. The push rod's already getting mashed in on the top. And I'm coming down with a cold. It's been going around.
Hello?
You know?
Hello?
Seriously. What's been done on it? You know what I should start doing with you like I do with Sanford? Hey, how's that project coming along? How's that Jeep running 13? Baby bought a rocket, run that 10 yet? Huh? Yeah? How's that straight 6 Jeep engine build for the other X-ray? How's that coming
Well,
along?
that's a problem.
The
I
kid
don't
keeping
do
us in.
protocols.
Yeah, how's that Save the Children 318 coming along? Maybe that's what I should do with you. How's that Bella coming along? So we still have that materials all
I
set.
don't know who
Everyone's
the
in.
fuck's trying to get a hold of me, but I'll tell you right now, every time I get a call and they say that they're recording it, I go, I don't do recorded calls, and I hang up.
Seats are all reupholstered. Everything else is fixed on it. It's running. Got the brakes fixed. You know, you got a new fuel line in it. You fixed all your vacuum leaks. Maybe I should ask you that. But I guess you're already walking away from that. Another one of Sanford's traits, you know. You know you're not going to be able to do it, so you abandon it and go on to something else. You're doing the same fucking thing. You know, you're more and more like him, except, you know, I got to give you credit, man. I said it before, I'll say it again. You did something I never thought anyone could ever do. Have an even bigger ego, narcissism, and arrogance than Sanford. I didn't think that was possible. You know, you get the Uncle Brian thumbs up award in that category. Should be proud.
Oh,
I
I
don't give
do
this
too.
award out to just anybody, you know. And now he's on the Rowdy Rockin' Olds. He's gonna put mag wheels on it. I guess he'll be a race car. I heard it did start up and actually ran it, idled and shit. It didn't sound half bad, you know. But that's for now. As soon as he starts working on it, you know, he's gonna put a 4-barrel intake. Once he starts taking things apart on that engine, that thing will never run again. It'll never run the same
We
again.
gotta change it.
Damn. I'm supposed to go off tonight to Knuckleheads with the crew.
Yeah. With the crew.
I'll make it.
What, the crew
Yeah,
geriatrics? The crew geriatrics going out?
And Lifter will be okay.
Yeah.
Says that needs brakes too, because this would kill me. I cracked up because when he has it on a track and he gets to the end of the run, he's gonna need brakes to start. It's gonna be a race car now. It's gonna be a race car. Oh, he's gonna paint it, but he's gonna do it all in flat black. Well, flat black, Rust-Oleum, rattle cans. You don't have to be very good at it. You know, it's not like a nice gloss. You don't see orange drips, you know, all that other shit. Nah, orange peel, nah. He paints shit with rattle cans anyway, so, you know what I mean? No matter how he does it, it's gonna look like shit. But anyway, it's gonna be all flat black.
Oh yeah,
So
you
you-
should have fucking said to them, hey dude, did you see this stupid motherfucker talking about kicking you guys' ass at the fucking, at Sturgis?
Put a name on it too. It's gonna put a name on it. I guess that's gonna, I don't know what it's gonna do. It's gonna put a name on it. It's gonna be a race car. It's gonna put fat, wide wheels on the back and skinny ones in the front. It's gonna put headers on it. The interior needs a lot of work. That needs a headliner too. That needs a whole dash pad. It's fucked up. I'm just going by what he said and what I was told. The seats only have one split. I know the seats in that Bel Air from what I saw.
Ding, ding, ding,
Seriously,
ding,
that thing was
ding, ding,
eaten
ding,
alive by
ding,
fucking,
ding.
you know, pack of meth-addicted raccoons and rats and other vermin that have been feasting on that fucking thing for God knows how long.
Oh God.
Seats only have one split. Carpets only need to be vacuumed.
How long have they
So
been
the ceiling was
feasting on
falling
your
apart. It's
daughter's
crumbling. I don't know
cat?
what that means, but there's a crumbling steering wheel that's going to be fixed. You know, he's going to do all that too. Yeah. His illness is cured. He cured it. He said, but then, you know, he goes outside, he walks around the car once, and then he's all out of breath. He's going to come back in and sit down on the couch, and he's saying, you know, his congestive heart failure is gone. He cures himself. This guy's fucking funny. It's gone. The reason he can't breathe is because, not because I'm fat. Not because he's fat. Because he's got water in his foot and in his leg and in his heart and in his lungs. Okay. Okay, if you say so, Jabba. You say so. So, and then he goes into all his
Hey,
personal
what happened when you bought that Arcadia? Did they give you that nice GMC hat?
shit. He's got court cases coming up and this and that, and I don't know what my disability and, you know, whining about. He's got a lot on his plate. People are asking too much of him to be getting things done. He's going to do it at his time, not other people's time.
I
Blah,
don't
blah,
get
blah.
it. He's got that nice top fucking. To be honest with you, I think he stole that top set he's got, probably from someone, because they don't look like they fit his mouth very well. Why not have the bottoms done while you're there?
He gets real irritated with this shit. You know, he's going to be even more irritated now with me back. But he's going to end up back in fucking hospital on life support, and it'll be Uncle Brian's fault. Hate to tell you, Jabba, but the jury came in with a verdict. You are guilty of having a thin skin. There ain't no denying that. A couple other things I heard too. The fuck was he? Oh, he's that fucking guy they call him Shuru. This guy's another fucking downtrodden, slow hillbilly. Walk real slow. Yeah, I got my truck over here. I'm going to paint it. I got all this rust in. I saw one of his videos. It's a small S10 with a V6 in it. It's this race truck. He's got a name on it. Hey, maybe that's what Jabba caught the idea. He saw that junkie truck, the junkie Chevy with a name on it. He said, hey, you know, I got a junkie also. I'll put a name on that. You know, he ain't better than me. See, this guy put a fucking video about it. He said it's fucking hysterical. He's doing his kung fu moves. He's got a fucking pole with a board with things nailed to it. And he uses it to do his hand movements and shit. And he's like punching it. He says, oh man, it was fucking sad. It was more than laughable. He says, I actually thought the guy does this because he's trying to be funny. Because he can't be serious. I said, I don't know, man. I don't know much about this guy, you know. He says, if I was just doing it for a laugh, okay. But if I was dead serious and I thought I was good at kung fu, I'd be fucking embarrassed like you, Jabba. If you think you're good at restoring cars, you know, if you're doing this for a joke, like a new version of.
Hey Brian, if you think you're doing a good job at being a Stolen Valley E7 gunner, you're doing a horrible job, bud.
Red green, then yeah, okay. But because you take yourself so fucking serious and you don't want to listen to anyone and think you know everything about car restoration and engine rebuilding, that's what makes you a fucking joke. That's what makes you hysterical. You know? I hear you're not drawing a big crowd anymore. You know? Anyone that gives slightest little comment that you just don't like, you're blocking people. Hope you know you're cutting your own throat now. You're going to what, one or two people that go and leave a comment, sucking up to you. Yeah, Jabba, you're the man, bro. You're the man, bro. Oh, yeah. You like that shit. Stanford likes that shit, too. I mean, me, I don't give a fuck about any of that. But I guess that's about it. You know, all good things come to an end.
Yeah, Artie's gone.
You know, for me, I'm sure we're hoping to get Artemis again next week.
Wow.
Gotta do what you gotta do. The lady that stays with him needs some money. She's feeling well enough. My daughter was trying to pay her $250 a week, plus supply all his food and diapers and all that. She's a real nice lady. You know, she loves him to death.
Wait a minute. You're changing diapers, bro? I'll tell you, he's starting to check off a lot of boxes I really don't like. Uh-oh.
Very good care of him, so yeah, it is what it is.
So wait a minute, she'll pay the friend $250 plus diapers and food, formula. She'd rather pay the $250 than leave him with you? I wonder why.
So what is it they say, you know, what they know until the fat lady sings? Well, the fat lady sang for Uncle Brian. Fat lady sang, putting an end to me. You know, taking care of Artemis. And now with you, Jabba.
Wow.
You know, good mood you had all week because of me not being around. Now that's come to an end too because I'm back. But in your case, instead of a fat lady singing, it's a fat guy farting. You know? There was a few other things too. I'm not quite sure what's going to come my way. I'll get to it sometime this week. I apologize for not being able to give you my usual traditional Happy Friday week in review. Yeehaw! Around the video. There'll be another one next Friday. So, weekend's upon us now. You know what I say, man, right? Have a great weekend. Have fun and stay safe.
Because that just sounds like something, you know. What the fuck is this?
tonight for Longhorns.
I don't even know. All right, guys. Well, I think I'm gonna hop off here. I'm gonna go down and have some breakfast. But yeah, guys, thanks for coming by. Don't know if there'll be a video tomorrow, but if there isn't, you know, we'll catch you on the flip. Bye-bye. My show. You come to my fucking show, run your goddamn cocksuckers. We love it. Winning. Ah, bro, don't even worry about it. Just passing you guys around. Everybody should check each other out. You guys are awesome. You rock. Catch you on the flip. Marco boys forever, the rest never.